This is Hayes Q Jones, your DVD and Blu-ray baller on a budget, and this is HQ Videos for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a current subscriber, what's up? I greatly appreciate it. Come on in, make yourself at home. This channel is for movie lovers of all type of formats, all type of genres. Doesn't matter if you're formats, Laserdisc, VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, 4K. Doesn't matter, you guys are all welcome here. Same with the genre, drama, sci-fi, documentaries, comedies, all you guys are welcome. This week takes me to a Salvation Army, a local Salvation Army. I actually found more than I actually expected. A few times I went there, maybe found one or two. Actually picked up quite a few DVDs, a couple Blu-rays, have a snap case that I picked up. Also have a very hard to find out of print Kino Lorber that I actually won in that eBay bid, as well as a Turbine 3D pick. So I have some bangers in here. But before I get into what I picked up at Salvation Army and online and O.Collect movies, yes, I'm one of these weird, wild individuals. I actually watch them. And on a weekly basis, I like to share some of the things I've watched, either physical media, streaming on the Fire Stick, or actually live in the theater with my family. And I'm going to kick it off with some physical media. This is the 2019 action crime mystery thriller, 10 Minutes Gone. This is directed by Brian A. Miller, produced by Montgomery Blencow, written by Kelvin Mao. This stars Michael Chiklis, Bruce Willis, Meadow Williams, Kyle Schmidt, and Texas Battle. That's the name, Texas Battle. The plot behind this: crime boss Rex hires Frank and his crew to steal a priceless jewel stash. But the job goes wrong when someone tips off the cops. After Frank suffers an incident, he wakes up to find the jewels are gone and no memory of his attacker. And don't want to give any more than I already have for that, though. But this is one of those movies, I think, before Bruce Willis really became ill. I think he kind of realized he wasn't doing well, and he just dropped like a crap load of mediocre movies, which he kind of guest appears in. Guest appearance is pretty nice. He's probably in this movie maybe a total of 30 minutes, maybe, between different scenes. It's an okay movie. Not a lot of suspense. The action just really seemed third rate. And I like Michael Chiklis from the television show on The Shield, but again, everybody was just okay. Just a very mediocre movie though, so I was barely entertained with this one though. So if you see this, I wouldn't rush to it. If you just want to be a completionist and get all of Bruce Willis's movie, pick it up. 10 Minutes Gone. My next movie is a 1977 comedy fantasy horror, Petey Wheatstraw. This is directed by Cliff Roquemore, produced and written by Rudy Ray Moore, aka Dolemite. The plot behind this: Petey Wheatstraw, played by Rudy Ray Moore, is a candidate to become the devil's son-in-law. Storyline is a scaffolding on which Rudy Ray Moore stand-up humor can be unfolded, beginning the life as afterbirth to a watermelon. The young Wheatstraw becomes a martial artist but is unable to best the evil comedy team of Leroy and Skillet. And this is kind of the epitome of the black exploitation period. Rudy Ray Moore was an interesting character. Essentially, he just wanted to be known. Wasn't the best actor, wasn't the best stand-up comedian though, but found a way to capture a certain audience for his movies. And this is one of those movies. This is very silly, a lot of slapstick, a lot of cursing, a lot of just over-the-top craziness though, but this is part of the black exploitation experience. So if you're interested in that period of movies, definitely check out Rudy Ray Moore, and definitely have to check out Petey Wheatstraw. My next movie kind of coincides with Petey Wheatstraw. This is the 2019 biographical comedy that was on Netflix, Dolemite Is My Name. This was directed by Craig Brewer, written by Scott Alexander, produced by Eddie Murphy. This stars Eddie Murphy, Keegan-Michael Key, Mike Epps, Craig Robertson, Devine, Joy Randolph, Titus Burgess, and Wesley Snipes. And I know this movie came out in 2019. I was just watching Petey Wheatstraw made me interested in watching this movie, and I'm glad I did. It gave me a more of an in-depth on Rudy Ray Moore. Essentially, as I mentioned before, wasn't very talented. In the 70s, during the Black exploitation period, the main stars were people like Richard Roundtree, Jim Brown, Fred Williamson, Max Julien. More fit, athletic type figures. Rudy Ray Moore was nothing like that. He was older, he was balding, he was pudgy, and this, if anything, is a true underdog story. Again, he wanted to start out as a singer. He really was not a talented guy, but he was determined, and he was determined to make it. And Eddie Murphy does an excellent job playing Rudy Ray Moore. Keegan-Michael Key, who's mostly known for his comedy, was actually pretty much the straight guy in this movie. Wesley Snipes, in my opinion, kind of brought back that Tu Wong Fu feel with his character, if you get my drift. So, fantastic movie. Loved all of it. There's one specific part I remember is his female protege. Darker complected lady, heavy set, and she was so touched and so grateful to Rudy Ray Moore for giving her the opportunity to be put on film, because back then none of the leading ladies or women looked like her, and that's pretty much what this movie was about. Is for the underdog, someone that's not supposed to make it in an industry that was not supposed to be in, to actually excel and to, again, become a legend in the Black exploitation genre. So if you like that period and you're interested in it, definitely check out Dolemite Is My Name. My last pick is a 2025 American psychological thriller, Opus. This was directed, written, and produced by Mark Anthony Green. This stars Ayo Edebiri, John Malkovich, Juliette Lewis from Natural Born Killers, Murray Bartlett, Amber Midthunder, Tatanka Means, Young Mazzino, and Tony Hale. The plot behind this: 90s pop superstar Alfred Moretti comes out of retirement to announce his new album, creating a media firestorm. Moretti invites 6 guests to attend a listening party at his Utah compound. Journalist Ariel and her boss Stan, talk show host Clara, influencer Emily, paparazzi Bianca, and Radio Shack jock Bill. And don't want to give you too much more about this. Love this movie. This reminded me, it had a feel of the movie Blink with Tatum, and Menu. It has that flavor where you're actually bringing outside individuals to his compound, very large facility. I think the other movies, it was actually an island. And John Malkovich is off the hook with this. It was just like he was made to do this part. Very smart movie. It's a black comedy / horror / suspense / thriller. And even to the end, I love the ending. The ending was so John Malkovich. The only thing I can probably compare this to as far as quirkiness is the movie being John Malkovich. The leading star, Ayo Edebiri, haven't seen her, but she does an excellent job throughout the movie though. So great performances. If you like that suspense thriller, dark comedy, again, similar to Menu, similar to Blink, definitely check out Opus. Now, without further ado, sit back, relax, have a drink of a smoke, and I'll catch you on the other end of this video. And enjoy the sunset. Back at the Black Cave, back at the Black Cave. We are back at the motherfucking Black Cave. Have my Salvation Army pickups here. I have an out-of-print classic Kino Lorber double feature, a classic pick that I also picked up from Salvation Army, plus a Turbine 3D pick. So, got some bangers in here. Let me get these scanned in. We'll jump right into it. Hold on. I want you to jump in with what I picked up at the Salvation Army. Little tap out / UFC. I know it's probably corny, but I like the fighters, especially GSP, George St. Pierre, Rampage Jackson, the Dean of Mean, Keith Jardine, Sugar Rashad Evans. So none of them are fantastic actors, at least to my knowledge. I've seen GSP in a few movies. I think he barely talk. Quentin Jackson has a movie I haven't watched yet, so I can't really respond to him or Sugar Rashad Evans, though, but probably just a fun fighter movie. This is a Lionsgate release. Lionsgate always has that great DTS sound. So, Death Warrior. Next, by the way, I have the blind buy. Next, we have a WWE Diva. This is Ninja's Creed, and it's another Lionsgate release. And is this WWE subsidiary? I'm not sure. I know the WWE actually has some movies like I think the Marine series and 13 Rounds. So I took a quick peek at this. It looks a little low budget though, but again, for the price I pay, I'll definitely check it out. Ninja's Creed Lionsgate release. Next we have, and again, that's a blind buy, another blind buy. I think all of these, with the exception of maybe one or two. We have Beneath. MTV presents Beneath. Never seen this. Not familiar with the actors or actresses, but I love a decent horror film. This is a Paramount release, MTV. Beneath. Next, I got this because of the actors and actress in here. Orlando Bloom, Lord of the Rings, Anthony Mackie, the New American Falcon, New Captain America / Falcon, Bill Paxton, late Bill Paxton, and Zoe Saldana, from the makers of Crash, which Crash is it? I wonder. There's two different Crashes. I'm not sure. One is really crazy with David Spader. I'm not sure if that's the Crash you're talking to, but this looks interesting, a thriller. This is a 20th Century Fox release, Haven. Next, another blind buy, Nev Campbell, I Really Hate My Job. The Waitress Meets the Devil Wears Prada. It's a Magnolia release. Anybody else in here that I recognize? Nev Campbell. That's pretty much it. Looks interesting. The Party's Over. Oh, snap. I got the wrong damn movie. They got me on this one. I'll have to take that one off. I was not paying attention. They got me. I got played for the okie doke. So this one, I'll have to pitch. The Party's Over. I missed that. Next we have Lightning Jack, Beverly D'Angelo, Cuba Gooding Jr., and Paul Hogan from Crocodile Dundee. I think I've seen this a while ago. This is one of the old snap cases. I think this is kind of a silly Western comedy, Lightning Jack, and this is HBO release. One is HBO / Warner Brothers. I'm just going to say HBO. Next, someone mentioned this in my top 10 martial arts film. Great film, wouldn't consider the top 10 just because I love how martial arts choreography has progressed since movies like this. Great movie, great stylistic movie about the different styles of karate. So very fun movie, The Five Deadly Venoms. This is a Dragon Dynasty release. Next, a movie I've been looking for. I have a
burned copy of this, but very happy to get the actual DVD. There's a sequel to this. I think that's out of print also. It's a Columbia Pictures release. Decoys. See, I have Underworld, Starship Troopers 2. I might have a bootleg copy of Alien Hunter, Hellboy, of course. So, Decoys. Next, I have this movie, haven't seen it, but this is the extended version of it, so I thought that might be interesting to have. It has the extended and the theatrical, The Fault in Our Stars. It looks like a coming-of-age romance movie. It's a 20th Century Fox release. That's cute. What is a bookmark? That looks like a bookmark. So we have the extended theatrical version, and that's the DVD. We'll see if the code still works. Very cute little bookmarker. And my last pickup, well, second to last pickup from Salvation Army, Ferdinand, from the creators of Rio and Ice Age, which I have both those animated features, both great features. Another 20th Century Fox release, Ferdinand. We'll see if the code works here. And my last pickup from Salvation Army, which was, well, let me do my Kino Lorber first. My Kino Lorber out of print double feature, Porky's 2 and Porky's Revenge. I think last week or the week before last, I showed you my copies of Porky's that I picked up. I think all three of these are out of print. I think you get Porky's for maybe $25-30. This, I think, is in excess of $50, $54. So if you see it, definitely pick it up, or less than that. If you have it in your collection, recommend to keep it. Porky's 2, Porky's 3, Kino Lorber release. My classic pick, which I picked up from the Salvation Army also. Oops. Well, might as well do that now. My 3D pick for the week, Scream 6 with Jenny Ortega. The 3D was just okay. Didn't have the amount of depth that I like. The sharpness was a little bit better than the Bumblebee 3D release that they had, though. But the Bumblebee release had better depth, and they kind of rocked on the CGI parts. This was just okay, but again, I do appreciate anybody that's converting or doing quality 3D movies, and they do have some quality 3D movies in their set. Scream 6, my 3D pick for the week. My classic pick, Porgy and Bess, the Gershwin's version. There's another version that I'll show you sometime in the near future. The quality in it sucks, so it looks very grainy. So I'm sure this is much better, but I believe this is the actual stage version of Porky's. And what did I pay for the movies at Salvation Army? I paid a whopping $20.89. So essentially, for these, this, and even though I goofed up on this one, yeah, not a bad deal for $20. Now, let me get these scanned in, and I'll get you good people on your way. Hold on. Almost forgot about this one. Lightning Jack. I have everything scanned into my CLZ Movies app. C's in Camelot, L's in Langoliers, Z is in Zookeepers. Let's knock this out. I have everything scanned in, ready to be put back in its proper place. As usual, I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in, leaving comments. If you made it this far in the video, smash a like, give me the big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. Other than that, may the best of your past be the worst of your future. Everyone, please be safe. Deuces.